Hey, Bill. Orange cat? He is so sweet, huh? Little purr machine. Okay, right? Orange? Oh, orange cat. You're so affectionate. Okay, so yeah, anytime I put anything on the table and pull out my phone, he wants to steal the show. Right, Orange? Right, Bill W? Hmm? Hmm? Right, kitten? Oh, yes. Okay, so this came yesterday, I guess in celebration of National Knife Day, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, I celebrated a little differently. I bought a CNC, but more to come on that one. Anyways, this is a grail of mine that I've wanted for, I don't know, at least the last year. I like the 29 knives. They are built like tanks. They're heavy. They're thick. They're just fucking bomb proof. They're a butterfly that, you could pass on through generations. You know, they also remind me a lot of the old days of the Benchmade, Jody Sampson, 3/16 blade stock, heavy steel or brass channel handles, all that good stuff. Except for these have a few improvements like better steel and the latch gate. So, Bill? Okay, well, let's try to stay out of the picture, Bill. Oh, you already fucked up. I gave you one job, Bill. All right, so this one is the Bowie profile, the long clip, similar to the BM43/63. I am very partial to the Bowie blade style, if you haven't already noticed. So I found this through a friend on Instagram that owns a couple of my knives. Actually, one of my knives from a couple of years ago is right there, and he wants me to do a leather rig. But this one was turned on to me by my buddy. At his Instagram name is Grumpy Yeti 74 or 1974, something like that. But I thought about it, slept overnight, and was like, "Yep, yeah, I got it." So buzz out. So yeah, this is they call this a 5-inch size, but it's actually more like, well, put it on the ruler here. This is about almost a foot long overall. Well, close, I guess, with the latch. Okay, overall length is actually 11 and a quarter. No, wait. Let's see, tip to, yeah, 11 and 3/8 more like. Okay, so sharpen length on this guy is 4 and 3/8. To the bolster, or tip of the handles would be 5 and a quarter. Yeah. Closed length on this is 6.5. Weight is 10.330. So these are made by 29 Knives, also known as Chris Olafson. These are fucking tanks. I need to reiterate that. I mean, this is all stainless. I believe the blade is either ATS 34 or S30V, or I think he was also using CPM 154 for a while. I'm not very sure when this one was made, but it's in very good condition, except for like the light swirlies that happen on the flats that are natural to channel handle butterflies. You really can't avoid that. The best way to tell the age and wear on a butterfly knife, besides handle play, which this one has very little of, is look on the latch. How much flopping around and dinging has it done? And that's strange enough. I just now learned that is why the kids put rubber bands on their latches, to keep them from dinging around. I like latches on my butterflies. It's good for the acoustics, the sound of the action and the flipping. Is hearing that little fucking dick flopping around on the end of the handle, All right, so this has been a grail of mine in this particular size and blade shape, and you don't see these come up very often. Ideally, I would have liked to get the BM hole pattern, because he's made knives with the large holes like this, but also the double, dots between the holes. That didn't happen. That's okay. It's more about the blade shape and the length. I had about a year ago, I had a 5-inch Nightmare grind, and I preferred the Bowie to that. The Nightmare grinds are not really, they don't lend themselves well to use or sharpening. This is a very good utility blade shape, very easy to sharpen, nice high grinds. It's a good slicer. So yeah, I also have a Russian-made Atropos Demon shipping out today, so I should probably have it in a month. I've heard customs through from Russia to U.S. takes a while, but this is not an ideal knife for flipping or tricks or any of that other kind of shit that kids do these days. Basic combat openings are about all you really can effectively do with this because of the weight. The best way I've found to open this knife is just a simple half-handle rotation to the left and, dropping and picking up the handle to end up in a reverse grip edge out. That's the easiest. Just very natural to roll the handle to the left like that. And it also can do latch drops, but that takes some getting used to, and it also gets very painful because of the sharp edges of this latch that dig into your finger every time you do it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not going to try that again because this was bleeding earlier yesterday and it's just now starting to heal, and I don't want to rip it any further. But latch drops are possible with this knife. Takes a little more momentum. I recommend anybody that's into the old heavy style to at least try a 29 Knives brand. I've owned a few of them. This is ideally the blade shape that I would like. Maybe there's another one that is a Grail, and that's called the Halo 3, which is a long Tanto blade with the plunge lock notch cut in the top edge, right around the last third of the blade. There's a little lock notch like on the Microtech Halo. That's a pretty cool looking 29 also. I don't know. All I know is this is purchased merely because it's something that I've wanted for a long time. And because of aesthetic reasons, I love the look of the Bowie. Is it practical? Not really. Well, the most this thing will ever get as far as use is being a tabletop toy. And really that's what balisongs are to me. A couple times a day I'll be walking past this table and pick it up and, fuck around with it a little bit. Maybe while I'm on the phone with somebody, I'll be doing this in the background. And then, until the next time. So, all right. At this point, I believe I am rambling. So, I'll let you guys check this out real quick before I put this video to an end. So this is something I made as a custom order for a guy on Blade Forums. He wanted, do I look like I give a fuck on one side of the blade because these are illegal where he lives? And on the other side, the FTW. He wanted puddles pushed on the flats to give it further grip. And this is all 154 cm. Heavy motherfucker. But this thing gets used on the daily, and it gets used hard, and it's nice to see it back, at my shop for a leather sheath. Yep. Fucking tanks. All right. As always, stay armed, stay alert, stay alive. Hua. God bless. Later.